Her name was Charlene, and at the time, my name was not Karima. That's a name I got in 1976. My name was Carol. And I love the way she wrote her C's for Charlene. So I stole her C. I know it sounds really stupid, but I started making my C's like Charlene C. And as her papers were being handed back, like a spelling test or something, she happened to notice that I had stolen her C. Took my C. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. I always made my C's like this. What are you talking about? And I was doing my thing about, hey, this is my C. I didn't steal your C. But she wasn't having it. And so I was the one who was going to get beat up after school that day. And I thought, what else could I say to her? I'd already done my little talking thing, and it hadn't fazed her. So we actually did meet on the corner of Brunswick and Wohlers. And she was ready to whip me because I stole her seat. And my little sister Lizzie jumped in it with an umbrella. And she beat Charlene up. I mean, beat her down. And I was big for my age back then. And little Lizzie was really little Lizzie. She was small for her age. But she jumped in to defend me, her older sister, the one who terrorized her when we were really, 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 really young. And she jumped in the fight with an umbrella. And she beat up Charlene, who was bigger than the both of us. My first real boyfriend. For real, for real, for real. Whew. I'm breaking a sweat just thinking about him. That was a long time ago. I was a freshman in high school. He was too. I won't give his name. We were at Bennett High School. I met him at a school dance. That was when they had sock hops. Do you remember sock hops? And he was just so beautiful, so good looking. He was just incredible. And when he asked me to dance, because I was a good dancer, in fact, I'm still a good dancer, and he saw me doing my thing out there, and I'm sure that's really what attracted him, because there were lots of other girls who looked better and had nicer clothes and blah, 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 but I was really a good dancer. He was too. And he asked me to dance. And it was magic. It first move. We slow danced and we fast danced and we had a really good time and we walked home that night. Now I know the distance from Bennett High School to my house had to have been maybe 2.5 miles. We walked. He walked me all the way home. And we talked about everything. I mean, anything you could imagine. I was a reader. I'm still a reader. So, of course, I mentioned certain books that I was reading, and he had actually read them. I know because I asked pertinent questions to see if he was faking. But he was a reader. We liked the same kind of music. I wanted to travel. At the time, I hadn't done very much traveling. He hadn't either, but we talked about the kinds of places we would like to travel. He walked me all the way home. It was absolutely magical. And then my first kiss, I mean like real kiss. I mean, I had played Spin the Bottle and all of that, but this was like for real, for real. He had the softest lips, and he knew what he was doing. He was like really good. And that was it. I was done for. I was cooked. It was over. I remember waking up the next morning still feeling really excited. And in the morning when you wake up at first, you're not real sure, like, why you feel like that. But, then it hit me. The dance and the walk home and the conversation and that kiss. And it was like, wow. And he had my number. And I wondered if he would call. And yes, he did the very next day. And we were like a real show enough item. We had a thing going for about a year. And then he started messing around. Broke my little heart. But I recovered. And he hooked up with a girlfriend of mine. Dirty dog. Anyway, he hooked up with a girlfriend of mine. And you don't want to laugh and smile when bad things happen to people that hurt you. But, she was, and he was like, and eventually that fizzled out, and then he went on to someone else, and then he went on to several somebody else's, and I didn't remember him graduating at the same time that I graduated. I know we were in the same class up until maybe junior year, and then I don't know what happened to him. And when I saw him again as an adult, he had all kinds of problems. I mean, drug addiction, the alcoholic thing, monkey on his back, like really pitiful. I was doing storytelling for some people in a special program, and he was a part of the special program. And he was like reminiscing and trying to tell people that he and I really had a thing going back in the day. And people were looking at him like, I know you crazy. Karima, please, don't even, it must be the alcohol or something still speaking, because there's no way. And I just smiled. I didn't acknowledge or disavow. I just smiled.